Stop wasting your time, energy, and hard-earned money on kitchen products that you don't need. Over the years, I've tested hundreds of kitchen gadgets and products in real homes, and let me tell you, many of those viral trends you see on TikTok and Instagram are just clever marketing schemes designed to make you spend your hard-earned money. Your kitchen space is valuable, and we need to be selective about what we buy. The truth is, many of these products are more about selling a dream rather than actually making your life easier. But don't worry, it doesn't have to be this way. Today, I'm breaking down 10 popular kitchen products that fail in real life, and I'll show you what actually works instead. And make sure you stay to the end of this video because the last item is something you might already have in your kitchen that could be causing more harm than good. First up, the pasta maker. Now, I know homemade pasta sounds amazing, but let's be real, how often are you really going to make it? Unless you're a pasta connoisseur or you love spending hours in the kitchen, this bulky kitchen gadget is going to collect dust. And here's why these fail. They're bulky, they take up a lot of counter space, cleaning them is a nightmare, and with all those small parts and crevices, it's just a headache. You can buy fresh pasta that tastes just as good and without the hassle. And let's not forget the price tag. Pasta makers can be expensive, and if you're not using them regularly, it's just money down the drain. Instead, save your space and money by investing in a high-quality rolling pin or a simple hand crank model if you're really into pasta making. There's also an attachment for your KitchenAid if you're looking for something simple. Not only are they easier to store, but they're also far more versatile for other baking tasks. Next, the avocado slicer. This tool promises to make slicing avocados easier, but a simple knife does the job just as well, and without the extra clutter or hassle of cleaning another gadget. Plus, avocado slicers are prone to breaking after a few uses, so stick to what you already have in your kitchen, a good, sharp knife. Now, let's get into a good one, the garlic press. I'll admit, these can be fun to use, but they're just not worth the hassle. They're hard to clean, and they waste so much garlic. Chopping or smashing garlic with a knife gives you way better texture, more flavor, and gives you the opportunity to use all your garlic without it going to waste. And did you know that crushing garlic with the flat side of a knife actually activates its natural oils? This gives your dishes a deeper, richer flavor that you just can't get with a press. Plus, it's actually way more satisfying. And if you're worried about the garlic smell on your hands, just rub them on stainless steel. It's a little kitchen hack that works wonders. Okay, now my husband is going to kill me for this one, but I had to put it in the list. Single-use appliances like egg cookers and quesadilla makers. They seem like great ideas at first, but here's the reality. They're rarely used after the novelty wears off. They take up valuable storage space that could be used for more versatile tools. And they're not any faster than using a pan or stovetop. Let's talk about the egg cooker. Sure, it promises perfectly cooked eggs, but so does a simple pot of boiling water. And quesadilla makers, your trusty skillet can do the same job without the need for an extra appliance. Multitasking tools are always the better choice. Next, the electric can opener. Unless you have a mobility issue, a manual can opener works just as well, it's cheaper, and it takes up less space, and it doesn't even require electricity. And let's not forget, a manual can opener is portable and reliable, especially during powder outages or camping trips. It's a kitchen essential that stands the test of time. Now, here's one that's always going viral on social media. Overly specialized kitchen gadgets like banana splicers, strawberry hullers. These tools are marketed as time savers, but in reality, they're just unnecessary. A good knife can handle all of these tasks. Plus, these things just end up adding clutter to your kitchen drawers. Think about it. How often are you slicing bananas and hulling strawberries to the point where you need a dedicated tool? Probably not that often. And for those few times, once again, a simple knife does the trick perfectly. And if you're someone who loves precision, consider investing in a mandolin slicer. A mandolin can help you slice cucumbers and zucchini or shred cabbage or coleslaw, and that is a real time saver. For this next product, you should learn from my mistakes. I bought it thinking it would make my life easier, but I was totally wrong. The salad spinner. Sure, It's marketed as the best way to dry your greens, but let's be honest, it's bulky, it takes up too much storage space, and it can be a pain to clean. Instead, use a clean kitchen towel or even paper towels to pat your greens dry. It's quick, easy, and you don't have to find a place to store yet another bulky gadget. I have seen so many of my clients buy salad spinners only to regret it after a few uses. Save your money and your kitchen space by skipping this one. Next on the list is a product your kids may like, but you should avoid at all costs: the ice cream maker. Making ice cream at home sounds like a fun project, especially if you have kids, but let's face it, how often are you really gonna pull it out? And the cleanup? It's so not worth the hassle. Now, if you're craving homemade, try a no-churn recipe. No-churn recipes are versatile. You can experiment with flavors and add fresh fruit or even swirl in some cookie crumbles. It's all the joy of homemade ice cream without the commitment of owning another gadget. Next, let's talk about knife sets. Knives are great because they're extremely versatile, as I've mentioned many times, but you need to be careful because it's easy to go overboard. Avoid giant knife sets with 12 or more pieces. They look impressive on your counter, but do you really need all those knives? For most home cooks, a chef's knife, a paring knife, and a serrated bread knife are more than enough to handle almost every kitchen task. The problem with big knife sets is that many of the knives end up unused and just taking up space and adding clutter. Instead, invest in a few high-quality knives that you'll actually use. And here's a bonus tip to make them last longer: invest in a honing rod or a sharpening stone to keep your blades in top condition. With just 3 good knives and regular maintenance, your kitchen will run like a dream. Lastly, let's get into a controversial one: expensive coffee gadgets. Unless you're a die-hard coffee enthusiast, these gadgets are often much more trouble than they're worth. Pod machines are convenient, but the pods can be expensive and create unnecessary waste. And those high-end espresso machines, they're bulky, costly, and they can be intimidating to use. For most people, a simple French press or a drip coffee maker is all you need to make a fantastic cup of coffee at home. And if you want to take your coffee game up a notch, invest in a quality milk frother. It's affordable, it's easy to store, and it can give you that luxurious coffee house feel right in your kitchen. By avoiding these 10 products, you'll save money, free up space, and make your kitchen so much more functional.